Coming up on Mountain News this morning, there's terror and confusion at Michigan State University after a gunman takes the lives of at least 3 people. And road crews here in Kentucky use the recent mild weather to catch up on some needed road work.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning to you. It's Tuesday and it's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to you. I'm Dakota Makris. Thank you for waking up with us. Almost 5 o'clock. Let's take it over to Brandon for a look at our forecast. And Brandon, I hope that forecast is sweet to us today.
Today, yes. Yeah. Next couple of days, maybe not so much. But let's focus on today first. Hopefully you have some plans with your sweetheart a little bit later on. If you do, I think we're in pretty good shape. Clouds will start to increase a little bit later, but this morning, things are looking okay. Just cold. Let's take a look across the region there. 20s, 30s, and 40s. Let's see here for a second. Let me survey the map. 26 in Clintwood to 47 in Jackson. So that is the range. But of course, the warmer air on the higher elevation peaks like Jackson, Pikeville, Prestonsburg, Logan, some of those mountainous locations, and of course the rest of the area in the 20s and 30s this morning as you head out the door. So your coffee meter a little extra to max warming needed as you head to the first part of your day depending on where you are. And of course your out the door forecast, we will start sunny, have some more clouds a little bit later on, and then we will have some rain chances come back into play tonight with some breezy conditions. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. Investigators in Michigan are now looking for a motive after a deadly shooting took place at Michigan State University Monday night. The campus was under a shelter-in-place order for several hours as authorities looked for the suspected gunman. Deanna Giles from our sister station in Lansing, Michigan, WILX reports.
I'm here at Sparrow Hospital, one of the emergency exits where earlier when the Michigan State University police shooting happened, 3 are pronounced dead and 5 are injured that was involved in the shooting. Those 5 are currently at the hospital getting treatment. There's been no updates on how they are doing, but as of right now, the police presence has died down and it's less security in the area, but we'll let you know as we learn more. Reporting at Sparrow Hospital.
That was Deanna Giles reporting. The shooter was identified as a 43-year-old man who was not affiliated with Michigan State University. Police say he shot and killed himself as he was confronted by police off campus. The shelter-in-place advisory has since been lifted. A Kentucky environmental group is asking the federal government to investigate the role strip mines played in July's flood. Included in their letter was data highlighting the proximity of 35 flood-related deaths to nearby strip mines. Our Keaton Hall has more.
Officials with the group Kentuckians for the Commonwealth believe surface mining played a role in the amount of deaths related to July's flood. Now they've penned a letter to the federal government asking for an investigation.
We feel that there's a link between the flooding and the state of surface mining in our state. We feel like there's been some breakdowns in the regulatory process.
The group says the Kentucky Department of Mine Reclamation and Enforcement has not appropriately enforced laws meant to protect Kentuckians from the environmental effects of coal mining.
We're now talking about a massive cumulative effect of all those decades of mining. And it's going to take, I think, a federal effort to understand what has happened.
KFTC officials are also accusing the department of not adequately investigating complaints from Eastern Kentuckians after the flood. In Perry County, Keaton Hall, WYMT Mountain News.
In a statement, the state defended its enforcement of mining regulations. State officials say they would welcome any federal investigation into surface mining's contribution to the flooding. Well, the Community Trust Bank branch at Isom in Letcher County reopened its lobby and drive-through Monday morning. The bank is the latest business in the same area to make a comeback after the flood. The nearby Isom Community Pharmacy opened back up in late August, and the Isom Vendors Mall just reopened in early February. That's some good news there. Well, you might notice road crews are out more, and that is thanks to the warmer temps. Crews tell us they are taking advantage of the milder weather to catch up on filling in potholes, clearing ditches, and removing brush and trees for better visibility. If you notice a pothole, they say you should report it to the Transportation Cabinet.
In the wintertime, it's a never-ending battle, but we've got crews out today. It's supposed to warm up today and be pretty. We didn't get the bad weather that had been predicted for the weekend.
If you see crews out working, make sure to slow down and give them plenty of space to work. Getting around Lake Cumberland will soon be easier. The Kentucky Department of Tourism awarded the Somerset-Pulaski County Convention and Visitors Bureau $175,000. The money will be used to design and install a wayfinding system. It will cover all 101 miles of Lake Cumberland in 5 counties. Pikeville's emergency shelter is hoping to see some help spinning through in the days to come. The West Care Perry Klein Emergency Shelter posted a call to the public Friday asking people to donate bicycles to a new program the center hopes to structure. Donated bikes will be assigned to people at the shelter, used to help them get back and forth to work, showing a means of transportation to potential employers.
We do have a van, but we have to kind of prioritize transports because there's 30 plus people here at a time. So most of the clients we have, they will get a job in town. And like I said, the biggest thing is getting back and forth.
The shelter has already received several bikes since making the post, but the program is in need of many more. Well, thank you so much for getting your Valentine's Day morning started with us here. Coming up, we learn about a terrifying experience in the sky as a plane full of passengers plunges more than 1,000 feet, frightening everyone on board.
I think you will love the forecast today. Those feelings might change a little later this week with an approaching cold front that could bring some severe weather. I have the latest in about 3 minutes.